When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So Melanie reached out. She said, hey there, Ben and Kelly. I'm hoping I can get a little perspective here.
All right.
My boyfriend just proposed to me. I'm really excited.
Congrats.
That there is an issue that we keep arguing about. I have 2 kids with my ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
After we divorced, I kept his last name so I would have the same last name as my children. The kids are now 11 and 14, and my fiancé was shocked when I told him I plan on keeping my ex's last name because my feelings haven't changed. I want to have the same last name as they do. He says that's ridiculous and not the protocol for our type of situation, but I don't think it's that strange. Do you?
Wow. So I think what she's asking is, how do we get him on board with this?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she's changing her mind.
Right, exactly. It sounds like she wants her kids and her to have the same last name, which, hey, honestly, I get it.
I get that too, but I also understand, his desire to want to have the same last name as his wife as well.
Right, 100%.
Now, Sassy Matt said celebrities do it all the time. My wife and I got married 3 years ago. She didn't take my last name. He can deal with it. It'll be okay. I promise.
Oh, so just take Sassy Matt's advice. There you go.
There you go.
I was going to say, I think we need, because this is not necessarily an uncommon thing. I think more and more you're seeing this situation now. So if this is something that is in your past or you're like, okay, I've got some perspective on how we handled it and it seems to work out, maybe this could help. We'd like to hear those stories, okay?
Yeah, Jessica says, not strange at all. My late husband, I never changed my last name when I did get remarried. I always want to have the same name as my children. He should be more understanding. Have you considered maybe using a hyphenated last name? Use yours and his as well.
That's a good way to approach that. All right.
Good compromise, yeah.
Yep. 502. 795-1997. Group therapy. Melanie getting married. She's Melanie getting married. Melanie is getting married. Not taking her fiance's last name when they tie the knot because she has kids from previous marriage and wants them to have the same name as her. He thinks it's ridiculous and not the protocol for their situation. So how's she kind of get him on board? Because it sounds like she doesn't necessarily want to change her mind.
A couple of people brought this point up. Rebecca texted, what if she has kids with her new husband? Then she won't share a name with those kids. And then isn't that the same problem that you're trying to avoid?
So, see, look, you're not coming to us with solutions. You're coming to us with more problems.
I know. Now, her kids are 11 and 14. Not sure that she's going to start over. She didn't actually mention that. Mm-hmm. But Kim said, you have a man that's excited about marrying you and wants you to take his last name. I'd be upset if I was him, too. You're taking a stand on keeping a man's name that you divorced for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Your children are old enough to know that you're remarrying and will have a different last name. If you're adamant about keeping that name, I would at least hyphenate it to make your new husband happy and feel like you love him more than the other man.
No.
You may be feeling that, if you have unresolved issues or something, you'd rather stay with the other guy instead of marrying him. I mean, that's going deep into a psychological meaning behind other than.
But not too far-fetched, though, I don't think.
No, it could be a valid point.
Yeah.
And I think he just wants to feel acknowledged that we are forming a family.
Sure.
And if it's important to him, she should at the very least hyphenate it.
Andrew, the Love Doctor, calls our show all the time. Good sir, what's your thought?
This one's easy. She's right here. And from experience, I'm a single dad. Mm-hmm. I'm a divorced dad with 2 kids. And eventually, I'd like to hopefully get remarried again down the road. And if that was to happen, and the woman that I'm marrying wants to keep her last name because she's got kids, I'm totally fine with that. That's not uncommon. Like somebody else said earlier, he'll deal with it and get over it. You're not marrying her for her name anyway, or your name. You're marrying her because you want to spend the rest of your life with this person as a life partner. That's the most important piece. So, again, being a single dad, I see where she's coming from.
Right.
It's not a problem. Just have a conversation. Say, look, this is the way it is. I don't see why. Hyphenating it, if that's something she decides on, great. But again, now and more each and every day, it's not uncommon to keep the last name, especially if you've got children. And that makes sense.
Yeah,
sure does.
Sure does. Andrew, the Love Doctor, thank you.
Keep on loving, guys.
All right.
Got another text. I don't need this drama in my life right now, yet I can't stop listening.
I don't know if Andrew mentioned, this is the way it is. I don't know if I'm going into a situation where I'm, I've got a fiance. I don't know if I take that hard of a stand, like this is the way it is. Like maybe there's let's have a conversation. Maybe there's a compromise. Maybe there is an understanding that we need to do. But maybe going in like with your guns blazing, going, this is the way it is I think.
Yeah, it's like both of them are kind of taking that approach,
which
is
true.
not helping.
This is true. Yeah, he's saying, look, this is ridiculous, not protocol. She's going, but my kids, and I do agree with some of the people that are like, hey, if you decide to have children with this new guy, then that's going to be
you have the same exact issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, too, many people suggested talk to the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Are they okay with it? Where do they feel? How do they feel about the whole situation?
Okay, yeah. 11-year-olds and 14-year-olds can have certainly some perspective for sure that maybe you don't think about.
Yeah, then maybe they're just like, you know what, we understand, Mom. If you want to take his name, that's fine.
Yeah.
We get it.
It's not going to mess us up too bad.
Not going to mess us up too bad.
Aubrey says Hallmark needs we need to have a conversation card.
Yes, they do.
Those are the blank cards. That's what those are. The blank cards inside.
I love you, but I don't want to take your name. Okay, love you, kisses. XOXO.
Yeah, we just need one of those cards. I love you, but I'm not going to take your last name. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. Well, hey, Melanie, hopefully this has given you at least several different things to think about, and maybe
has many comments to sift through.
Right, and maybe you don't take such a hard stance, but I do agree that taking a little softer approach with him and trying to maybe just get him to see your thought, then
it sounds like she's being a little dismissive, and that's not helping.
Right. Exactly. All right. Hey. Good luck.
Did we help?
Yeah, and keep in mind, you're marrying him not for the name, not for love, but for his money. So
no, but I understand.
That's always the second marriage.
Yes, I understand though that his need to want to have them show like a united, we are a family now kind of front with a shared name. I get that.
If you want to comment, you can at Ben and Kelly Show. That is group therapy. Keep us posted.